Good morning. Hey, it's Monday morning because I didn't quite get finished last week. I'm still messing with the flat, but I'm not going to finish for several weeks. I guarantee you. I'm doing what, a lot of people on the internet call milking it out. I don't call it milking it out because it's what it takes. Here we go. Let's look at this. So I'm actually in a very detailed process here trying to actually clean these up and make these look good. Trying to get everything tight, get it welded up nice, get it clean, so that it has at least a semblance of a show quality, even though, like Brent keeps telling me, don't want show quality, but at the same time I do. So I'm trying to finish up where I can and get these last pieces welded and cleaned up, and then we'll figure out, we're gonna put it on. I think we're gonna put it on, and then I think we're gonna try and figure out what the sides are gonna look like, because that's obviously the next step, other than the floor itself, but that's our next logical step. And I got some questions because of what we've done with the front, where we made the front with an angle on it. Okay, so I've got issues on how that's gonna work, and I cannot make that executive decision because it's gonna cost money and it needs to look right. So we're gonna have, Brent and I are gonna have some discussions as to how we wanna make that look, because I'm not the ultimate say here. I am just the worker with some ideas, and we get together, the two of us, and we talk about it and figure out what we're gonna do. But until then, that being said, I'm gonna continue my work of kind of cleaning it up. And yes, I apologize, my welds look like crap and everything, and you know what, I weld like a farmer and I farm like a welder. I can't say it enough times, right? So here we go. Let's just keep going forward and see what we can get finished. Good morning once again. We're back on it. Yeah, I am back on it full time and having some fun. So let's check out what we got going on. Just got back from a shopping spree. Had a little bit of fun. Spent me a bunch of money on a bunch of metal. Now I got to unload it, figure out where to put it so that I can start cutting and putting this thing back together, because it's coming along nicely. We've got some really fun designs. I'm going to kind of show you what I got. I'm going to let you in a sneak peek here what I'm planning on doing for Brent. What you see is Brent's brand in the middle, that circle with the two legs, stands for Orson Alt, which is Brent Orson Alt. It's his grandpa's, I think it was his grandpa's, Orson. Alt Farms was his dad's farm, and his also, he is part of the corporation, part of the group of people that owns Alt Farms, and that's Brent's entity. So we have decided, we, not just me, but we decided that we wanted to do something cool like that, because I thought that would really be cool to go, into something, because this is really a farm truck from the 30s. It's what it was. It came off of a ranch in Colorado, but we're not going to tell anybody it was a ranch in Colorado. We're going to tell them it was a ranch in Utah. No, I'm just teasing. We'll tell the story, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to make it into a real farm truck type situation. So obviously what it's going to be is a kid carrier in the end. You'll see I'm going to put a set of steps up the back and a gate that can open where the kids can get in and out. It's basically a parade truck, kid carrier, kind of a fun thing to do, but we've had some fun ideas. I'm just having a blast with it. So the more we add to it, the more complicated it gets, the more scared I get to do it. Honestly, I'm going to be honest, the more scared I get to do it. But we've come up with some fun ideas, so we'll keep going. I realized I am really slacking. As you can see, I've gotten pretty far, and I didn't mean to do that without filming. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you what I've done, kind of explain some of the mistakes I made and some of the ways I've gone to fix it, because I actually have made several really blaring big mistakes that honestly upset the heck out of me. Let's try this. I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is what I did. We decided that we wanted to fill the gap. So this was gonna be a gap where our wood's gonna come, because we're gonna have these pieces in here going up here. That's going to be our uprights. So there's going to be a gap there where our wood's going to be. Okay, so I put those in. Then what I did, you can literally see it on camera if you look at it close enough right there. that is not level. Partly because as I got carried away at welding this stuff, it warped on me. So I've got to set it on the bed. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that piece out, okay? And then I am going to put it on the bed, on the truck itself. Then I'm going to bind it down, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to make it, then I'm going to make that level, okay? So that piece is going to get leveled. Now, this one got tricky. I put them in, I straightened them up as best I could, and then I forgot, and I honestly, you can't see it now because I fixed it, but I was off on that other side, so I cut the bottom and re-welded. Now I'm 1/10 of a degree, because what I decided to do was go ahead and get one of these fancy schmancy little digital levels. So I was also off by 1/4 of an inch on square. So I thought, well, I'll pull a strap, and I put a strap on the top, and I actually squared it up to where it is square, 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 square. It is beautiful, actually. Now, what I'm working on now, I put the top rail on, okay? Then I'm putting another piece in. That's where my Alt Farms is gonna go. And then I'm gonna put another piece down below where the brand will sit in the middle, and then I'll probably end up having one board go across here like that. So, yeah, I screwed up. I haven't filmed, but I have been kind of productive. My welds are looking sometimes better and sometimes not. Honestly, you know what? Again, you know my saying, and it still rings true. I'm not a professional. Never said I was good, okay? I just said I'd get the job done. You know. So we're doing. I'm actually happy with how it's turning out. I really, really, really am stepped up my game. I'm really wanting to make this something that I've never really done. I'm trying to fix my mistakes and trying to make it right, because I want this to show on the back of that truck. I want it to be just fantastic. So giving me some credit here. I'm trying hard. So keep going. Thanks, guys. Salt Lake City said 99 degrees. If this is to be believed, it's 102 here. 98 when I started my Jeep, so I'm gonna say it might be 102 degrees right here. I'm gonna say it's pretty warm.